So I was at Subway and the lady was like, "Would you like marinara sauce on your sandwich?" And I was like, "Why did you wait so long to ask me that? Now I already got salami and cheese on it, and now you're gonna put the marinara sauce on top of the cheese?" And I just think that's pretty crazy. I mean, like, in a perfect world, the marinara sauce would go under the pepperoni, and then the cheese would go on the pepperoni. But this isn't a perfect world, so I at least expect the marinara sauce to go on top of the salami, and then the cheese to go on top of the marinara sauce. And I can't even get that, but I'm just lucky that I got the marinara sauce in the end, because these Subway workers are very stingy with the marinara sauce, and sometimes they don't even ask if you want marinara sauce on the pizza sub. And sometimes I just don't even bother getting the marinara sauce on the pizza sub, because sometimes it just doesn't mean that much to me to make them remember the marinara sauce before they put it in the toaster. So I was kind of worried that the price of the pizza Subway sandwich went up, but because of the price at Oxley. But it turns out that the price is still $6.10 at Richlands, and the price is $7 at Oxley. And so Oxley clearly thinks that they make their sandwich so much better that it justifies a 90-cent increase in price. But it's probably just because maybe there's more demand for Subway sandwiches at Oxley, and so they have to like increase the price to, like, I guess, capitalize on the demand for Subway sandwiches in Oxley, which has to be more than in Richlands. Or it could be because of a more scarce supply of resources, but I doubt that there's a scarce supply of resources in Oxley when compared to Richlands, because they're really close to each other and they probably have similar suppliers. So Harry is at Ollivander's wand shop, and Ollivander's talking about how the wand chooses the wizard, and Ollivander finds out that this wand that's choosing Harry is very similar to the wand that chose Voldemort. It has like phoenix tail feathers and like 13.5 inches, and it's just the same phoenix's tail feathers as Voldemort's wand. And Ollivander thinks it's a coincidence, but I think it's something different. I think it's because Harry's connected to Voldemort because of the night Voldemort killed his parents and tried to kill him, but instead left a scar on his forehead, and that somehow connected Harry to Voldemort. And now And now the wand that chose Voldemort is also choosing Harry. So this this plot point reminds me of something that people use in filmmaking or storytelling. It's like foreshadowing. It's where like these significant plot points in a story are hinted at really subtly. And of course, in the instance of Harry Potter, it's foreshadowed that Harry has a connection to Voldemort through things like hearing snakes. I mean, being able to talk to snakes, and of course, the same wand that chose Voldemort is also choosing Harry. And so I think it's really important for stories to have foreshadowing, because it shows that the storyteller had a direction for the story from the beginning, and they knew how the story was going to end, and they showed that they knew how it was going to end through foreshadowing and through subtly hinting at major plot points that would be revealed later in the story. So in Harry Potter, you find out that the only way Voldemort can die is if Harry dies. Because Voldemort fractured his soul and put part of his soul in Harry by mistake. And now Harry needs to die for Voldemort to die. And this connection is foreshadowed even in the first book. So it shows that the author knew how Harry Potter's story was gonna end. He would need to die for Voldemort to die. And in my series, The Alien Annihilators, I was able to foreshadow the presence of aliens in the world, and it was done really simply. It was through like people doing these strange things, and the main characters later find out that these strange things are due to aliens and mind control and stuff. So I think foreshadowing is a really important storytelling technique. So in my book, The Diamonds of Despair, we find out that the same person that led them in the direction of the diamond was the same person that cursed it. And the reason he was leading them in the direction is because he wanted them to find the cursed diamond. And he wanted to create more curses in their life. So in the instance of Anna, he was the one who put a death curse on the diamonds that they retrieved, and now he put another curse on the one that Trish retrieved, and this curse was supposed to turn her, like, I guess, turn her against her friends, because she thinks that her friends are evil. So this one was meant to turn her against her friends, but they figured out that it was cursed before it could get bad. And so Triss is gonna be fine. But now that they have a diamond that's cursed and it's not gonna do its magic and cure Anna's curse if it's been cursed. So what's happening is that Brandon's gonna find a way to uncurse the diamond, but in the meantime they have to get to the other 2 diamonds of divination before the dark wizard Gandalf gets to them first and curses them and curses the diamonds so that they can't use it to lift the curse on their friend. So you see how I'm able to create a plot that revolves around protecting a friend in this story. The whole purpose of their adventure is to protect their friend who has a death curse. And there's a lot of other stories out there that are centered around protecting a friend. And so I think this is a really good thing to keep the audience engaged in the story, wondering if their friend is going to be okay. So having a plot centered in protecting friends is a good way to keep audiences engaged in the story until the end. Because there's like a personal, emotional stake in the story. And they're not just protecting people that they don't care about. There's a clear emotional stake. And so that's basically the moral of the story. Goodbye.